Good morning. Happy Visarjan. So this morning, we are going to discuss the great thing, born voyage. Born voyage to the great goddess, Mother Durga. So already we know that Navaratri is gone, Vijayadashami is gone. We are on the verge to cast the goddess into, because we want to bid a farewell to the revered goddess who was actually among us inside this world, and on this earth for approximately 10 days. It is the 11th day. Happy Ekadashi, happy casting ceremony, happy Visarjan. So this evening we are going to discuss, and of course we have to express our gratitude at the feet of the Divine Mother, of course, near at the feet of the Goddess Durga. So this is a great occasion. Her arrival is over. She is about to take farewell from us, because already we have already casted her. Finally, we have casted. This Visarjan is over. Just imagine, can you recall the sentence, the line from the Sri Aurobindo's Durga Stotra, I am to Durga. When we possess thee, we shall no longer cast thee away. So this is the thing, that's what we are going to right now recall. When we possess thee, we shall no longer cast thee away. And we, of course, we possessed thee, we found thee. She came into our midst. She actually responded our prayer. She came into our midst. But the problem is that now we promised not to cast her away, but actually this Visarjan is over. We have casted her away. So she is about to take a farewell from us, and we are here to expect a born voyage. So we have to again wait for another year, so that she will come in pomp and splendor ceremony, and it will be a big expectation if and only if we are alive for the next year. Let us hope for the best and pray born voyage. So already we kept reciting the word Ja Devi Sarvabhutesu, Ja Devi Sarvabhutesu Shakti Rupena Sanstita, Namastasya 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 Namo Namo. So here we are many occasions on many ways, and of course many formats in many different shapes. We have worshipped Lord Goddess Durga. Here actually this is the opportunity, great opportunity for us, because already we know Mother's indirect voice. That also we have already recited. I am Durga, goddess of the proud and strong. So about that goddess we have discussed. Right now we are going to discuss the mother. We know the four great names: Maheshwari, Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, Mahasaraswati. Four great aspects of the mother. Right now we will read who really this mother is. To some extent we will try to understand, of course try to discuss. The power that mediates between the sanction and the call is the presence and power of the Divine Mother. She is Divine Mother, there is no doubt of it, because Divine Mother herself actually provides boon to the great yogi Raja King Ashwapati, that, O strong foreigner, I have heard thy cry. One shall descend and break the iron law, change nature's doom by the lone spirit's power. One shall descend. Just imagine. One shall descend for what? And break the iron law. Iron law, what is that iron law? Once we have taken, the death is inevitable when the birth is there. Jatasahi Dhruvang Mrityu, so we have decided. So this is the iron law, and this law is still unchanged. It can't be changed. That's what we have seen. But actually, the Divine Mother self assures, one shall descend and break the iron law and change nature's doom by the lone spirit's power. Nature's doom. So this pain, suffering, old age, death, suffering, agony, tears, everything, these will be changed into all the contrary positives. So all the negations will be changed to converted and transformed to the all positive aspects. Here in the course, the power that mediates between the sanction and the call. Here we are praying, Mother is among us. She is also praying for us. And this prayer, it is going to the Supreme, and the Mother is there to sanction everything on from the Divine, and she is actually mediating between the prayer and the sanction call. Sanction and the call, that is the presence and power of the Divine Mother. So, this is a great, just imagine, Mother, she mediates between the two. That other personality, upper hemisphere and the lower hemisphere, she mediates between the two, sanction and the call. Everything inside, though both contrarity, both the realms, actually she mediates. Again, everyone who is turned to the Mother is doing my yoga. This yoga, integral yoga, everywhere, all the yogas where ends, the integral yoga starts there. But actually, Mother course, it is actually, steer in the course, it is a difficult one, because already we have known, and of course we have discussed in our lines. So you may find yourself alone in the anguish, and then the gods are unwilling and the demons are furious on the way. This is the track where we are really treading. But actually, Sri Aurobindo quotes, and this is the integral yoga. Integral. The purpose is supramentalization. The purpose is spiritual life. That is the life. That is the basic requirement. Spiritual life, and not the moralization, but the spiritualization of life. Not rationalization, but supramentalization. That is the object of our yoga. That is not only the object, but the whole method of this yoga. So here, actually, it is difficult. Definitely difficult, because this perfection, transformation. So these are the great terms. Of course, it is going to happen, but nobody knows how many births will go, how many centuries will go, how many millenniums even will go. So, but thing is that everything will be easy if we have got surrendered to the Divine Mother. So everyone who has turned to the Mother is doing my yoga. Who has turned into the Divine Mother is doing my yoga. It is spontaneously, and of course it is going on. The path is not desert, and nor you are alone. Just imagine, you may find alone in the ambush, and the gods are unwilling, the demons are furious, like Abhimanyu entered the Chakravyuha. There itself 7 great warriors were there. They tried to kill just mercilessly to the boy who was only 14 years old, who knew entering the process of entering Chakravyuha, but actually unable, incapable of coming out. Just imagine, furiously they killed him, and he got the Viragati. So this is the like this. Sometimes we get afraid like this. But thing is that the Mother Sri Aurobindo tries to explain, the path is not desert, nor you are alone. Desert, it is not a desert place. This path is not desert, and you are not alone, since the Mother is with you. Then we are going to stress little bit who really this Mother, and of course who is actually, how shall we know the Mother is with us, how she can be explained. Of course, a Mother decides this descent of the supramental avatar, this Mother, Divine Mother. Steer in the course, all mights and greatnesses shall join in her. All mights and greatnesses shall join in her. Beauty shall wax celestial on the earth. Delight shall sleep in the cloud net of her hair. And in her body, as on his homing tree, immortal love shall beat his glorious wings. Just imagine. All mights and greatnesses shall join in her. Second, beauty shall wax celestial on the earth. Third, and delight shall sleep in the cloud net of her hair. Just have to imagine that how she just like ups and downs, top and grace. So cloud net of her hair, and in her body, as on his homing tree, immortal love shall beat his glorious wings again. So just imagine here, Mother quotes, Sri Aurobindo quotes, this path is not desert, nor you are alone. Then who is here? How it is actually helpful? Who is there with us? The Mother is with you. This is the Mother, this is the Divine Mother, and Sri Aurobindo assures and ascertains, Sri Mother is there, so this path is never, with the present, with the Divine life is bliss, without the Divine life is a painful illusion. So without the presence of the Divine Mother, the paths must be, and bound to be, or seems to be desert, and you will feel lonely. But thing is that with the presence of the Divine Mother, everything goes actually fruitful, flowery, it is blossoming, it is smooth, it is slow. So again, Sri Aurobindo tries to explain the mother. It is through the mother that all things are attained. All things are attained, not found. Not found means this material pleasures, home, your family, your bank balance, car, like this, nothing like this. It is through the mother that all things are attained. All things. All things means we'll expect that a divine life, your perfection, your this thing, life divine, everything, what a perfection, transformation, everything, whatever is permitted, that's already you can remember the message as messaged by the mother. Sri Aurobindo, the emanation of the Supreme, came down into the came here to announce the new earth and new race and a new world that is fundamental. Again, mother quotes, Lord, thou willst and I execute. Whatever we are promised, that are fulfilled. So just imagine that are from fulfilled, and Lord, thou willst and I execute. This is the divine mother. Actually, she is the executive aspects of the mother. Whatever we are promised by the Lords are fulfilled by her executive power, that is actually the mother. Again, Sri Aurobindo quotes, always behave as if the mother was looking at you. Always behave as if the mother was looking at you, because she is indeed always present. Wherever you see, whatever you think, wherever you plan, wherever you go, everything is there. You are not alone. Always behave. The mother was looking at you, because she is indeed always present. There is no doubt of it. The constant presence of the mother comes by practice. Sometimes you get overwhelmed, sometimes you get touched, but later you get felt. This touch goes out and you feel lonely or unworthy like this. But the thing is that here mother, the constant presence of the mother comes by practice. This will be a ceaseless practice. As much as you practice, as long as you practice, then you will find the constant presence of the mother. Against here in the course, if you follow your mind, it will not recognize the mother even when she is manifest before you. Because mind has the appearance, it looks at only appearances, but the soul, it actually knows the truth, and never gets bewildered, because it is not to get confused, because this is soul knows the truth. But here, if you follow your mind, she will not recognize the mother even when she is manifest before you. So to know the mother, to recognize the mother, to identify the mother, to be one with the mother, one thing you have to do is to follow your soul. We can remember few lines from Savitri. Sri Aurobindo quotes, a music of the griefless things shall weave her charm. How she is equipped. A music of griefless things shall weave her charm. Then the harps of the perfect shall attune her voice. Just imagine, harps of the perfect shall attune her voice. Music of the griefless things shall weave her charm. The harps of the perfect shall attune her voice. The streams of the heavens are murmur in her lap. Just imagine how her lap will be. The streams of heaven, they like that stream is actually playing kal 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 kal. That like this. It's like is a lap. Her lips shall be the honeycombs of God. Whatever the voice, the words are coming from her lips shall be the honeycombs of God. Her limbs, entire limbs, her body, his golden jars of ecstasy. From his body, of course, only golden jars of ecstasy, rapture will be flowing out. Her breast, the rapture flower of paradise. Her breast, just imagine how the divine mother will be. Her breast, the rapture flower of paradise. Here we'll again we'll try to recall the divine mother. The soul goes to the mother soul. It is there, in all its desires and troubles. Soul goes to the mother soul with carrying all its desires and troubles. And the divine mother wishes that it should be so. They let the soul go to the supreme soul, the mother soul, with all its desires and troubles, so as she may pour out on her the heart of love. If she is actually, as long as the kid is not crying, mother is not coming even to feed it. So likely soul, it has got needs, it has got trouble, it has got desires. Let it go, move upward, and of course with all its wants, desires and troubles, so that mother wants it should be done, so that she may pour on her heart of love, let she will pour and fulfill. That is what the requirement. The one whom we adore as the mother is the divine conscious force and that dominates all existence. Just imagine Sri Aurobindo was asked three questions. This is the divine mother of whom you have written in your book, that the mother, yes. She is the divine mother, yes. She is the transcendent force, yes. So here Sri Aurobindo quotes the one whom we adore as the mother, the mother only. Mothers are millions, billions. But thing is that when this the mother is concerned, the one whom we adore as the mother is the divine conscious force that dominates existence. Again, the mother not only governs all from above. You should just imagine, because she has come from the higher sphere to the lower sphere. Just like this, we think everything is coming from the top. No, no. Mother, still in the tries to explain. Mother not only governs all from above. It is true. Governs everything from above, but also she descends into this lesser triple universe. It is universe of mind, life, and body. There itself she comes from top and here also. So everything from top to bottom, she is there, and her presence is there. She mediates between the two. Of course, she does and fulfills everything. The mother's consciousness and mind, still in the course, two consciousness, but it has been emerged from the single consciousness. The mother's consciousness and the mind are the same. The one divine consciousness in two. The world's desire compelled her mortal birth. The world expected her presence, so she had to come down. But actually, they belong to one consciousness and one divine consciousness in two, because this was necessary for the play. For the play, divine play is Lila. For the Lila, it was necessary, so mother had to come down. Let us quote a couple of lines from Savitri. Sri Aurobindo tries to explain. She shall bear wisdom in her voiceless bosom. Wisdom, capital W, not knowledge. Wisdom, and that is to capital W. She shall bear wisdom in her voiceless bosom. And again, strength shall be with her like a conqueror's sword. Sword of Tipu Sultan, you know that conqueror's sword, victorious. So, strength shall be with her like a conqueror's sword, and from her eyes the eternal's bliss shall gaze. From her eyes, eternal's bliss shall gaze. We know already suffering was lost in her immortal smile. A glance can make his whole day wonderful, as we have quoted, and Sri Aurobindo has beautifully quoted while describing the mother's magnanimity. Of course, her greatness and her reality, uniqueness. So there itself we find, and then, and from her eyes the eternal's bliss shall gaze. Strength shall be with her like a conqueror's sword, and she shall bear wisdom in her voiceless bosom. Again, nothing can be done without her knowledge. Nothing can be done without her knowledge and the force, without her consciousness. Nothing. Everything can be done only with her knowledge and force and consciousness, because she is the all conscient, she is the all blissful, she is the all knowledge. So everything emerges from her. Without her, nothing can be done, absolutely nothing. Her embodiment is a chance for the earth consciousness to receive the supramental into it. Her embodiment, beautiful line, it has been quoted beautifully by the master. So by our master, her embodiment is a chance for the earth consciousness, earth consciousness to receive the supramental into it, and to undergo fast the transformation necessary for that to be possible. So the chance earth consciousness to receive the supramental into it, and with the supramental, actually there will everything will undergo the fast transformation necessary for that possible. Again, we'll try to quote a couple of lines from Savitri. Sri Aurobindo quotes, as soon as the mother arrives, her taking birth or descent, then what will be the true change of the earthly nature? Sri Aurobindo quotes, a seed shall be sown in the death's tremendous hour. You know, wherever you can listen the roar of the huge death. That is what is possible we can see. So I death am he, there is no other God. The gods whom praise can help not man, they are my imaginations and my moods. I am the immobile in which all things move. I am the nude in which they cease. So these are the great great obstinate resisting words we listen while these have been expressed by the death, Lord of Death. So here in that tremendous hour, under this roaring stone, it is actually gorging, it is shouting like anything. But here in the course, as soon as the descent takes place, the Divine Mother descends, takes birth, then inside the world scenario, a seed shall be sown in the death's tremendous hour. And once the seed is sown, naturally we will expect a fruit, one tree that must blossom and grow up. Then here in the course not of this, it will be there. But actually that branch of heaven transplant to the human soil. To the human soil, a branch of heaven must be transplanted as we transplant the heart in the medical super specialist hospital and all. So then what will be the change of so far this nature is concerned? Nature shall overleap her mortal step. Nature is now in ordinary step, ordinary whim, in the ordinary wheel it is moving, in the natural process of evolution, but it has to, with the descent, nature shall overleap her mortal step. Then finally a big change will be there. Fate shall be changed by an unchanging will. It is, will is unchanging, but fate is changeable. So fate is dependent variable, will is unchangeable, actually independent variable. So this fate shall be changed by an unchanging will. That is the criteria. Anyway, so this is the, in this Vijaya, after this Vijaya Dasami Navaratri and all, when we are casting it here, Sri Aurobindo has quoted, when we possess thee, we shall no longer cast thee away. Durga came, Durga is going, and Lakshmi is about to come, and she has to also, once you will, and the earth will say a bon voyage and cast her down. But thing is that really how long and when we will be able to know and express gratitude, of course, to keep their presence in us forever. Because we must know the Divine Mother has quoted, your heart is the permanent resident, I inhabit permanently in your heart. The thing is that we must know the spark of the Divine, the spark soul, it is there. Through the development it has come, the psychic. Without the consent and without contact of the psychic, this yoga is not possible. And this yoga will be only possible, of course, by the direct guidance of this psychic being. Once, or as long as you are not in contact with the psychic being, the yoga has not at all started. Anyway, this behind the heart, the presence of the psychic being, the soul is very prominent. And again we'll feel the next phase of life will feel beautifully, brightly. That is the thing we are going to quote, and of course we want to know the big thing, how it really works. We have to contact the psychic being. We have to become very wide, broad, and we have to open. We have to aspire for the transformation and of course the change. That is the great thing, and that is the great expectation from us, so that this we will change, the world will change, and of course there will be victory over death, suffering, and they will go, and everything will be possible with the presence and power of the Divine Mother. It is a great day. Of course, this is a Visarjan we are doing here, but thing is that definitely we'll remember and recall that this is not only a Visarjan for us, but it must be a beginning, and we will be prepared not to cast her down. So when we possess the, that is a very much, actually it is an relative term. And don't, without delay, we must try to have her down, have her, and we'll, once we have, we will never cast her down. We have her, that is, there is no doubt of it, but actually we are not prepared, not aware, not conscious. That's what the thing, and everything is actually going in the wrong direction. But thing is that once we know who she really is, beauty shall wax celestial on the earth, delight shall sleep in the cloud net of her hair, and in her body as on his homing tree, immortal love shall beat its glorious wings. Her lips shall be the honeycombs of God, her limbs his golden jars of ecstasy, her base the rapture flower of paradise. Just imagine the great mother, great Divine Mother. It is her own voice, and it is voiced and of course assured to the Mahajogi Sri Aurobindo in the form of King Asapati. So the seer and the sage. So we must be in a position to recognize that mother's grace comes by the mother's will. So just imagine here Mother has in another concept, Mother has quoted, I am here to only to bless and love. There is no chance for me, no other option than to love and bless my child. So put all before your mother in your heart. Put all before the mother in your heart so that the light may work on it for the best. This light will come, it will work. The thing is that we have to be conscious, we have to be great wide open, and so that our widening will come, awakening will increase, so that our consciousness will grow and will know the Divine Mother. Let us pray, let us work, and let us pray, and be great. We must be grateful to the Master and the Mother for their gracious presence, and on this occasion, so we will have a big learning from the occasion already, that earthly embodiment, it is actually we are casting it down, but thing is that the real image, it is inside us. Our heart is her chamber and her shrine, and she is well here inside us. Let us pray her, let us actually try to reach her and call her. That is the best occasion and the best teaching from this glorious evening, of course. Then when we are actually preparing to cast, and here we must promise that definitely we are casting the earthly embodiment, but the real image, the divine image inside us will never cast down. Thank you. Vande Mataram.